Alright, so today I'm going to be doing my upper motor mounts and lower trans mount and lower mount. On this side I think it's a motor mount. And today's video is actually sponsored by my good friend over at JDM Icon on Instagram. Yeah, he supplied me with these mounts from 1aauto.com. If you guys need anything, hit him up. But today I'm gonna be doing the mounts because like I told you guys in the last video, the engine, like while you're driving, if you even slightly let off the gas, it starts moving back and forth. Like you can literally like feel it thumping. So I'm gonna do those, and I see this one is clearly collapsed. When I get it out, I'll show you guys. But yeah, I think I'm gonna start to focus on some engine-based stuff. I'm probably gonna be taking off this bracket, that one over there in the next videos, sanding them down, painting them, you know, something quick that'll definitely make your car look a little cleaner. These, like anything you can like visibly like take off, like quick, clean it up, change it, maybe put new hardware for all the bolts, stuff like that. I mean, this engine bay is beat, but it could definitely clean up with just some minor, you know, things here and there. And then also I have had an issue with the AC since I bought the car. I had it charged once, leaked out right away, and I noticed that the pressure switch down there was leaking pretty bad, so I changed it. Had someone charge it again, and it leaked out within like 2 weeks. You know, it was a lot slower, but then had it charged one more time. This time we put dye in it, and we found it leaking from the condenser, so I'm gonna have to be changing that out soon. But it's getting cold anyway. That's why I'm not outside right now, I'm inside. But yeah, so let's get started. Alright, so I got off the mount bracket to the engine. It was just 3/17s, and now it's gonna be 3 14mm. One right there, there, and right under the power steering reservoir there. So, if you guys can see the massive difference, this one's completely collapsed right there. It was much lower, and I mean, this wasn't doing anything, it was done. So I'm gonna throw this in real quick. I'm just gonna bolt back the cruise control, put the power steering lines all back in, and I'm gonna start on that side. So on this side, it is 3 17 mils. Whoa. It is 3 17 millimeters, 1, 2, and then 3 right there. And then the actual mount is held on by 3 19 millimeters all around. All right, this side's all done. And this side actually wasn't that bad, but might as well replace it while I'm at it. So now I'm gonna be doing the lower ones that are holding onto those brackets right there, which are these side pieces, and I believe they're 14 mil on each side. I don't know, I haven't even looked at them yet, but should say what side each one is for, and I think this is the right side. I don't know. I'll take a better look at them once one of them is off, but yeah. So I didn't end up doing the lower ones because the bushings are completely seized on the mounting brackets. So I'm just gonna wait for a day where I take it to one of my friend's shops, and we're just probably gonna heat up those bushings and pull those out. So the 2 upper ones on the strut towers are done. So I'm gonna pull it out right now and see if I feel a difference. All right, so let's see. Woo! Yeah. I think this back one is still blown, or is blown. So I definitely got to do that one at some point, but I wasn't trying to crawl under the car right now. It's a bitch to do, but I definitely feel a huge difference. The car, I mean, if I let off the gas, it doesn't feel like it's gonna bring the engine into the cabin. But yeah, so right now I'm also going to Advanced Auto Parts to see if they have a coolant temp sensor for this thing, because as you guys can see, I'll show you the temperature sensor isn't working, and I haven't really noticed it before because, I mean, hasn't been cold before. So I'm gonna go grab that, throw it in, because yeah, my fan is also staying on all the time. So I think they jumped that sensor or the harness so that they can bypass the sensor. Yeah, man, this thing feels great. Just a few more suspension parts until I feel like it's ready for a set of coilovers. And then probably after it's lowered, a good set of tires. And by the way, don't actually message my friend Leo at JDM Icon Living on Instagram. He's just a friend, and I did him a favor, so he did me a favor back and got the mounts for me. He doesn't actually sell parts or anything like that, but it would have been real funny if you guys all hit him up. I was gonna say that he had Recaros for $500 and 5-lug conversion for $600, something like that, just so you guys could go blow him up. So I went and I got the sensor. They had it. I came back home and I went to go switch it out, and like I thought, they had jumped the sensor. They made a bridge so that it was always on, the fan was always on. And I ended up taking that off. I reconnected it, and thermostat opened up, my fan kicked on, everything. It worked perfectly fine. I don't understand why they did it. I thought for a second maybe it was because it was overheating, but yeah, it wasn't. So there you go. It's working, it's climbing. He's blowing real hot. And I found that the heat wasn't working because the cable, the controller cable for hot or cold, was disconnected. It was disconnected from right here. That's the cable that when you pull it, it goes back and forth. So it was disconnected from right there. I reconnected it, and yeah. But I'm having a lot of fun messing with this car because since it's not the cleanest, I feel like anything I really do to it, you know, doesn't have to be super clean, like OEM parts, and you know, I could do a lot of DIY stuff, so I don't feel as bad, you know. Like I said, I'm gonna be painting these parts, stuff like that. Like, you know, some people might think, you know, oh, it's an EM1, you know, you gotta get brand new brackets, you know, pay $500 for an OEM part. Like, I don't know. I mean, maybe for the Type R, even though the Type R, I did do some similar stuff like DIY painting stuff like that, and it still looks really clean. I mean, I understand why people do it, but me myself, I'd rather just, you know, do some stuff on my own. But everybody has their own thing. But either way, guys, I'll catch you on the next one. You know, I've noticed that some people said I should start saying, you know, like, subscribe, do all that. But I mean, if you guys like the videos, you'll do it anyway, so there's no point of me, you know, reminding you guys every other video. The only thing I would say is that it does kind of help every time you guys do like it, you know, it spreads out a lot more. But if you guys want to do it, either way,